So I won't be needing any of these parts for a while, so I've bagged them up, put them to one side, and as requested by you lot, you'd like to see me building the legs next, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. There's quite a few steps for this one. There's something like, I don't know, 20 steps. Lots of pieces, you leggy people. We have 2 of these K sprues, 2 L sprues, which is evidence to me that we're going to have an exact duplicate of the left and right legs. Ah, here we go. Times 2. You've got to build each one of the legs, left and right, and they're both the same as one another. It doesn't make any difference if you swap them around. I think I mentioned earlier that I do like to have differences. If they're like a mirror of one another. Actually, I remember for the Impulse Master Grade, you do have left and right feet which are different from one another. So why can't they apply that here as well? After all, you're redesigning it. Just slightly subtle variations. I'm sure for cost reasons, they went for the cheap route. Oh well. What can you do? And don't get me started about building fin funnels. Soles of his feet, again. 2 F sprues, which are identical. And this one also houses the fin funnels. One day there's going to be a kit with absolutely no duplicates. And as far as I'm concerned, that day can't come soon enough. A pair of eye sprues as well. And yet more fin funnel pieces. Duplicates, duplicates, duplicates. That's why I have no interest in the fin funnel double pack. Building 6 of them is going to be bad enough. I'm not building 12 of them. Right, let's crack on with his feet. Though I'm not exactly sure why you prefer me to do the legs in comparison to, stick his hands on his arms and then his arms onto his body and the shoulder. But no, you wanted me to do his legs. So here we are. I want to do the inner frame first. Now I wonder if that is at all possible with this. I'm looking at these parts, these little articulated foot claws. Are they going to hold in there if I don't put the soles of his feet on? Looks like I'm going to have to decide now. This is his navy blue heel. Go on then. I can always take him to pieces after. Oh, that's nice. You see how that slid in there? A little bit of articulation there for the front half of his foot. Polycap, polycap, polycap. Polycap. And what's next? A bit of front toe claw action. Yeah, it looks like I'm having to, without my choice, put the soles of his feet on. Well, that looks alright anyway. Yeah? Anything rattling? Front toe claws. Doesn't go all the way down. That is a bit loose actually. I suggest not trimming away quite so much of this front claw. Maybe it will help it stay in place, otherwise just droop by itself. So I think these are for him to clamp down onto the Gundam launcher to catapult him into space. Yeah, the blue claws are a bit loose there. Are they like that on yours as well? Answers on a postcard. I would like to hear from your own experiences of this kit, whoever has it already. Let's do the thrusters in the soles. Always like a good thruster in the soles of your feet. A nice bit of yellow lining in there as well. Should really drill out that hole. I'm expecting to see it go deep into the bell. Doesn't look too good the way it is now. I would expect Master Grades to take that extra step further. Maybe a bit of green psycho frame for here now. That needs some silver backing, and I'm going to take the opportunity this time. What we usually get for metallic stickers, there is a very different quality to it. And on the back of this stuff is white. And you can tear it and you can see it's paper. Yeah? But this stuff, the difference between this mirror finish plastic material, show you some leftovers, silver on both sides and very thin. For applying these mirror finish stickers, I'm going to suggest using a bit of scotch tape. So get a strip of scotch tape, apply it to your modeling knife, and the sticker I'm after is this number 23. Apply it on top of the sticker, get a firm grip of it, and hopefully it's going to peel it off. Carefully does it. There we go. So the objective is to remove the deckle without causing any damage to the adhesive, the sticky side, because if you get a fingerprint on that, imagine if you're going to apply it, it's going to show through on the other side, isn't it? Typically you'd use a sharp implement to apply stickers, but for this case, you don't want to do any damage at all to this silvery surface. You want it to be pristine. Wipe off any excess dust or material. Probably wash your fingers before you do that. Just a little bit of cleanup to the scotch tape and to make it easier to apply. And this is the sticky side, which will be showing on the inside of the psycho frame, so we want to keep that as clean as possible and blemish free. Carefully maneuver the deckle into position and apply pressure once you're happy with the positioning. Very delicate work, this. There we go. Okay, once you're happy with that, you can remove the scotch tape. And if we turn it around, you can see it's not evenly applied yet, and you can see some slight speckling of where the adhesive is not made full contact with the parts. So what you want to do is you use your cotton bud. Force it into the corners, but remember, use something soft, because if it's sharp you'll either tear the deckle or leave some blemishes on it. It will show through the silver. There you go. And that's as good as it gets. If you didn't get full contact, it wouldn't look as shiny. And now we're ready to drop that piece of psycho frame into his toe. See how reflective that is? You want to get that for every single piece of psycho framed stickerage.